Here's to the crazy ones. The misfits. The rebels. The troublemakers. The round pegs in the square holes. The ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
Hey guys, we're the Apple iPad group, and my name is Ty.
Corey. Ryan.
Melissa.
Michael.
The Apple iPad is a good that is a product-dominated offering but does have service attributes. The definition of a good is something that has tangible attributes that a consumer's five senses can perceive. It may also have intangible attributes. A consumer can touch an iPad and its features can be seen and heard. The iPad provides a service through the applications and other capabilities of the device. Goods can be classified as either a durable or non-durable good. A durable good is something that lasts over many uses, and a non-durable good is one that only lasts a few uses. The iPad is classified as a durable good. The iPad is a shopping product. They are fairly expensive. There are a large number of selective outlets. Differentiation from its competitors is highly stressed. The brand is preferred, but substitutes are accepted. Also, the purchase of the iPad or other tablet computer is infrequent, and comparison is needed during the purchase process. The iPad ranges from $299 to $929, depending on the model and specification of the tablet. They can be purchased online from Best Buy, Apple, Walmart, and other stores. The Apple carries a lot more brand loyalty, but with other tablets entering the market that have similar specifications at a lower price, more consumers are willing to switch brands. The iPad is a durable good, so they are not purchased frequently unless they are damaged or perceived as outdated. Especially with so many tablets entering in the market, consumers are doing their homework before purchasing a tablet. Apple is known for being innovative in personal devices and technology. The first generation iPad was released in 2010, while their current competitor, the Samsung Galaxy, wasn't released until 2013, so it was the first of its kind. It continues to be innovative by improving the size, weight, and screen resolution. Because the iPad was highly innovative when it was first introduced, advertisements stressed how it did things better than a smartphone and better than a laptop. Advertisements showed how much better it was for browsing the web with a touchscreen right in the palm of your hand, sharing photos, listening to music, reading ebooks, as well as how thin the device is. Advertisements had a lot of impact for this reason. There may have been hesitation from some consumers when the iPad was first introduced. Apple introduced the first personal digital assistant, the Message Pad, in the 90s, and it got a lot of criticism from consumers. The iPad is pricey, and consumers had to be convinced that they needed another device besides the smartphone and laptop. There's also some debate whether the iPad is appropriate for use in education.
The tablet is currently in the growth stage. The idea of having an electronic device that is larger than a smartphone but smaller than a laptop is relatively new. Companies such as Amazon and Apple are in the stage where they are trying to convince users to switch. In addition, they are also innovating new mini tablets to saturate the market with tablets. This is very similar to how PCs were when they were relatively new and very expensive in comparison to now. Since the tablet market is in the growth stage, there will be increasing competition. However, this will also lead to reduced cost, higher consumer awareness, and an increase in profits. To be able to take advantage of the growth stage and maximize profits, Apple must be able to differentiate themselves from the market. Currently, the iPad is marketed through their brand name recognition and high-quality build and products, innovative ideas and design, and most importantly, their very user-friendly operating system. Originally, the iPad was a luxury item that only few could purchase. However, as Apple forecasts that they are able to penetrate the market more by making iPads more affordable to lower-income families, this will result in a higher market share. In addition, they have introduced the iPad mini, which satisfies the market need for a product smaller than a tablet, but bigger than a smartphone. Apple branding strategy focuses on emotion, lifestyle, imagination, innovation, passion, hopes, dreams, aspirations, and power to the people through technology. Apple has always had brand equity with their previous products, which include the iPhone, the iPod, and the Mac computers. However, with excellent marketing techniques, the iPad is now known as the gold standard when it comes to tablets. In other words, when the word tablet is mentioned, the first thought is the iPad, very similar to the word Band-Aid for bandages and Kleenex for tissues. The Apple brand name is prestigious and world-renowned. As a result, when new products come out and are associated with Apple, it is well accepted as well as criticized due to its loyal customers and fan base. As for the packaging, it has actually helped them stick to their design philosophy of keeping it simple yet elegant.
The iPad is priced higher than most other tablets, starting at $399 for the regular iPad with Retina display. The price increases to a starting price of $499 for the smaller and lighter iPad Air. There are very few tablets that are priced higher than the iPad because of Apple's notorious prestige pricing strategy. The Samsung Galaxy Note Pro is one of the few tablets priced higher than the iPad at $685. Some of Apple's competitors' prices for their tablets are $379 for Amazon's Kindle Fire HDX, $219 for the Acer Iconia A3, $359 for the HP Omni 10, and $229 for the Nexus 7 by Google. The pricing policy that the Apple iPad falls under is prestige pricing. This falls in line with pretty much all of Apple's other products that also use a prestige pricing strategy. This pricing strategy will work well for making a profit, but it also leaves the door open for cheaper tablet makers such as Google, Amazon, and Samsung. One of the ways that the iPad differs compared to other tablets on the market is the use of a Retina display. This accounts for the famous image quality that has unmatched levels of clarity, sharpness, and rich color contrast. The iPad is one of the lightest tablets, with the iPad Air weighing in at only 1 pound, while still being made of aluminum, which is a lot more durable than some of its competitors that make their tablets out of plastic. The iPad also comes equipped with a dual-core A5X Apple design chip that is paired with a quad-core graphics processor. The latest Apple iPad Air uses Apple's newest A7 chip, which is even faster than the A5X chip. These features that the iPad has helps account for the retail price being higher than the majority of their other competitors' pricing.
Apple uses direct channel distribution to distribute their products such as the iPad. Apple distributes the iPad directly to their customers through their Apple retail stores. They also sell the iPad through retail stores such as Best Buy, Walmart, and Target. Customers can also purchase the iPad online through Apple, Target, Walmart, Amazon, and other electronic channels. The Apple iPad makes their product available widely enough to satisfy market's needs, but does not exceed them. Apple uses selective distribution, in which they only rely on a select few of intermediaries to carry the iPad. The iPad is only sold in the Apple Store and large retail stores that offer the sales of electronic goods. According to manufacturing.net, Apple sells a third of its iPads in the Apple stores or on their website, which cuts out the middleman. The iPad goes from the Apple manufacturer to distribution to the retail stores and into the consumer's hand.
Apple uses multiple channels to make up its integrated marketing campaign. Direct marketing for Apple products is mostly done through commercials. In addition to the public launch of the iPad, it was in the New York Times, Time Magazine, and the show Modern Family. Apple will occasionally offer gift cards and other rebates with its products, though sales promotion is not an important part of their strategy. Items are discounted when new products are being introduced. Apple offers business, education, and government discounts. Retailers sometimes offer bundle deals with Apple products or points if the retailer offers a rewards program. Apple has made memorable advertising campaigns over the years. Think different, get a Mac, and make the switch are the most recent ones. Advertisements for the iPad tend to be inspirational and/or informational about the features. Personal selling for Apple products occur mostly in retail stores that sell the products, especially the Apple stores. Apple uses push strategies to encourage retail demand as well as pull strategies to encourage customer demand. There are negotiations with retailers who offer Apple products, especially with competition getting stronger with the tablet computers. The public launch of the iPad creates retailer demand. Customer service employees in retail stores use direct face-to-face selling of iPads. Apple utilizes advertising and mass media promotion. Loyal Apple customers create word-of-mouth promotion. Customer relationship management is created through Apple's website and call centers, which encourages customer feedback and offer technical support for their products. People that work for Apple and interact with the customers or suppliers do so in a way to build long-term relationships.
Apple promotes the iPad in all 5 ways of the promotional mix. The first part of the promotional mix is advertising. iPad is promoted in various ways through advertising, just like every other product they sell. The main way Apple promotes the iPad is through the idea of selling on value, not price. They justify this statement by offering the best quality electronics for a high but reasonable price. When a consumer buys an Apple product, they assume that they are getting the best out of all their options. Apple promotes the iPad through different forms of public relations, a few examples being online articles, charitable donations, and seminars. Last year, Apple donated over $50 million to Stanford University Hospital and $50 million to the African Aid Organization. Sales promotions are not a big part of Apple's promotional strategy. Like I said earlier, Apple prides itself on selling by value, not price. Apple firmly stands by this statement. They do not participate in any discount pricing strategies. The only time Apple products are at a discounted price is when new versions of a certain product is released. When this happens, they will allow retailers to sell at a lower price than before. Personal selling is a very important approach to Apple's promotion of the iPad. The Apple Store is where most of their personal selling happens. The store is filled with very knowledgeable workers, and they are able to help customers with any questions they may have. Apple uses the promotion technique direct marketing by targeting specific customers based on their internet searches. Apple also holds seminars for newly released products where the CEO introduces whatever new product they have come out with to a large audience. The main reason Apple uses these techniques is to effectively promote their product, in this case the iPad. Each part of the promotional mix is important and adds its own value. Apple is working on a new form of direct marketing called GPS location-based direct marketing. This form of marketing would make it possible to deliver media-based marketing to users of the iPhone based on their location.
And that is a wrap. This is the iPad Group. Thank you very much for watching and listening.
I was writing paper on the PC, and it was like bleep, 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 and then like half of my paper was gone. And I was like, It devoured my paper. It was really good paper. And then I had to write it again, and I had to do it fast, so it wasn't as good. It's kind of a bummer. I'm Ellen Feist, and I'm a student